Good morning. Little update of potting, not potting, but I guess planting. So this section, which is the next section over to the right of the first tapestry that I've started, I'm gonna plant something right here, which are these right here. My aunt actually got these from her own garden from Southern California, and I haven't been able to replant them only because I didn't have a spot for them yet, and I didn't know if I wanted them in the front yard or backyard or what. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to take these, probably cut it to like right here or something, and then plant it in the little corner up there so it can kind of give height in this section to balance out that section. And I also, just to recap, plant the same things right here, very similar. So I'm gonna go ahead and just pull out some of these weeds that are kind of in the way and bothering me. And once I do some top coat dressing, I'm not gonna have to worry too much about weeds, but I'm someone that doesn't mind pulling them when I have to. Again, it's kind of like therapeutic for me, because I don't know, you're not thinking about too much of like any other worries or concerns that you have. You're kind of just doing the task at hand. So pulling weeds, it's not even a big deal to me. So anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and clean this up, and then I'm gonna go ahead and just get the big hole going. Well, not too big of a hole, kind of a shallow hole, just so I can put these in the ground. Now, Laura Eubanks has a tip that says whenever you're planting something, as long as your succulent or your cactus is standing up, then you've done your job. So let me go ahead and start doing this. It's kind of gross as a worm. So, okay, so I'm going to start just digging the hole right here. This is the section I want. Ew, look at that worm. I just love God's creation. He thought of like every little thing, and every little critter that God created has a purpose and a plan. So it's not my priority or my responsibility to disregard it. So I'm gonna go ahead and let it go in another part of the ground. So this ground actually has a lot of roots in it from other things being planted probably a long time ago. Again, I don't mind because I see some caterpillars. Look at those caterpillars. There'll be butterflies one day. So until then, I'll just let them do their process. So I'm going to take some of my bigger pieces, and I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut, because it has a root from way at the bottom, but it's kind of too leggy for my liking. So, and I know these get really tall, so I'm going to go ahead and just cut it right about here. Ooh, it's kind of tough. Okay. So as you can see, I just cut it. Now, I can wait until this callus is over, or I can just stick it into the ground. I think I'll be okay if I just stick it into the ground. I don't believe it's gonna rot, because I don't think it's gonna be raining too much over here in California. I mean, it rains, but it's not gonna be too bad. So I just cut another one. As you can see, when you have some that look like that, it's okay, just rip it off. No big deal. Okay, and if you want to keep one, but the edge looks a little like this, dead, just go ahead and just cut the tip off. That's fine. And I got another one over here. Just cut the tip off. That tip, that tip. This one probably fell and it cracked right there. Just gonna crack it off. Be careful because it does have all that gooey stuff. So I'm just gonna set this to the side as well. Oh my gosh. I love doing this stuff. It's just, sometimes I feel like I have to go fast because I'm recording. Do you ever find yourself sometimes getting so focused on the recording that you're not really enjoying yourself while you're planting? That happens to me quite often, and I have to remind myself, as much as I love sharing my passion and my hobby, I have to remember that whenever it stops being fun, that I need to take a little break so I can re-evaluate why I'm doing what I'm doing, which is sharing my hobby and passion for succulents. I would encourage you guys to do the same too, because if you're finding yourself like where it's just not fun anymore and you're a YouTuber, give yourself a little break just to, like, you know, recenter your purpose of why you even started the journey of YouTubing, your hobbies or passions, whatever you like to share on YouTube about. In the beginning, I did my YouTube channel based on like more lifestyle stuff, and I noticed I was doing like makeup reviews, product reviews, doing like get ready with me's, and sometimes I would do my succulents. But then what I realized is, I don't think I have to really cut that, but what I think I realized was that I wasn't having fun. It really wasn't, those weren't my passion projects or hobbies. I was just doing it to do it. But then when I discovered succulents and how much they made me like happy doing this, I was like, I'd rather much more share this than anything else that I'm recording and doing. So that's when I decided to do like the whole change in my channel. Okay, so now you're just gonna like get that part. Again, you could like cut them and then wait until this part is like totally calloused over, just meaning totally dried, because you don't want to, like, you know, jeopardize them getting rot. But this is pretty dry right now, although I cut it. I haven't had it in the ground for a long time because remember I was waiting to get like the right spot. So I'm gonna go ahead and put it right here. Make sure you get it in the right position that you want it to be. I think like right there would be great. So let me see. Okay, so I think right there would be good, and then I think I'm gonna grab the other big one and kind of put it along the side right here too. So let me just add the dirt around this. I'm kind of wanting to pack it really good because I don't want it to fall over. Again, just a reminder, Laura Eubanks always says, as long as it's standing up straight, you've done your job. So I packed it in pretty good. Now, this is the piece that I cut. I don't really like that it's showing, so maybe I should just, but I like it showing like that. I don't know, there's just something about it that I like. I'll just leave it like that for right now. If it continues to bother me, I'll just like change it up. But for right now, it's okay. Okay, so that one's in, and that's good. I have another big one, and I'm gonna go ahead and cut that. These are pretty thick. Gotta put a little muscle in it. Oh gosh. Okay. This. Cut this off. I kind of don't like that it's real watery right there. So that one's like really hydrated because it got a lot going on. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this other long one and I'm gonna stick it into the ground too. So I'll kind of do it really close to each other, but still giving it room to grow. Trying to go deep, but not too deep. Just to where the whole stem that I cut is covered. Okay. Mind you, I always say mind you, huh? Or like. Anyways, so I got the second one in. It looks pretty good. Let me just show you from this angle. So from this angle, you can see that I got the taller one on this side. I have the other one right here. I think it's going to really help balance out that side once you come right here as well. And I like that these also get really, like they just get real nice and orange. Well, I'm going to continue to do the rest and then I'll just show you real quick what it looked like at the end. Okay, so I finished planting all of these and I also added this little guy, or this little girl right here. It was in a pot, it wasn't doing too well, so I'm kind of doing this as an experiment to see how it goes in ground. I got another smaller version of the lipstick lady, and I have these little cluster of very small echeverias, and I'm gonna just see how they go in the ground. All of these were in the same arrangement together, and you know, and when you do an arrangement, they're always real compact, so they don't usually reach their full growth potential because it kind of slows down the growth when you pack them all together. So I'm hoping that this will grow great, this will grow great, this will grow great. I'm not just hoping, but I'm believing. I have faith knowing that these are going to grow and be successful. And because I am a woman of faith, I always speak to my plants. But when I speak to these plants, I command them to grow successfully and that they will do good in ground and that they will live long, succulent lives and that they will continue to produce its beauty for a long period of time for my enjoyment. In the name of Jesus. And that's what I do. I just speak to it. Now, I don't know about you, but leave a comment below if you too speak to your plants, whether you pray over them or you just talk, you know, happy thoughts to them. Let me know. And yeah, so that is another addition to the tapestry. Again, for those of you who remember me saying this is a work in progress, so those of you who just viewed this and didn't view the first one, yes, it looks like a hot mess down here on my ground. I'm going to continue to pull weeds. As you can see, I'm working in sections. I did this one first, then I did this little section, then I'll continue over here. And last but not least, I will make sure there's a drip system. There's already a drip system, so I don't have to worry about that. And there's all of my you know, water, you know, sprinkler things they're already in the ground in different sections. And but last but not least, I'll be doing the rocks for the top dressing, but that's not until a long time from now. This is just me adding to my tapestry and taking you along with me. So until the next video, God bless. Bye.